Hello, White Sox fans, and welcome to another special edition of the FutureSox podcast. My name is Ian Eskridge. I'm joined this evening by Elijah Evans, and we are lucky to have some time with White Sox prospect and Charlotte Knights catcher Edgar Quero. How are you, Edgar?
Pretty good, man. Happy to be here with you guys. Pretty good.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. We really appreciate it. So, you get to start in Charlotte, which you're comfortable, which you are familiar with at least. How is it having the familiarity of having Sergio Santos there with you?
It's really fun, man. I mean, it's really fun. I feel good for that because him and Rosario, the bank coach, they was with me last year in Double A. They do a really good job. They helped me a lot uh on the season. I trust them a lot, and I feel pretty good to be with them this year too.
Yeah, that's great to be able to be with those guys. In addition to the coaching staff, you've got a few pitchers that you've kind of been able to grow with, right? Guys like Nastrini and Iriarte are two guys that you were catching for in Birmingham, and now you're catching for at the end of the year last year in Charlotte, and again this year. How's it been kind of continuing to work with the two of those guys so far this season?
They do a really good job right now. I feel like they throwing a lot of strikes is the first point, especially in Australia. Last year it was a little in between. This year he did a really good job in the offseason and he come back like strong. He's throwing like really good ball. And Iriarte, guys, Iriarte is the guy like he has a really good fastball. But yeah, his command is really good. I'm happy to be with them too.
What are some of the things with those two that you're working on mixing in terms of their pitches? I know both those guys have adjusted their pitches over time a little bit, changed what they throw. And is there anything that you're trying to key in with both those guys in terms of what they're throwing and when they're throwing them?
Yeah, just trying with them is kind of like trying to get more on the play with the fastball because last year they was missing a lot of fastball in the sun. That's why they was like behind the hitters most of the time. So this year I'm trying to get more of those guys with the fastball in the middle, and they doing a really good job.
So, you have three new guys this year that you're dealing with in the rotation: in Owen White, Justin Dunn, and Chris Rodriguez. What are they bringing to the table as far as pitch mix goes for people that don't know exactly what they throw?
They so good, man. Especially, I mean, those guys they're really good. Dunn, he has a nasty changeup. Chris, he has the sweeper, the sinker, and White is the guy like he can throw everything on the plate. It's kind of like pretty easy to catch him. I catch him Sunday, and he was spectacular. I mean, he's really good.
Yeah, Owen White's a guy that, he came over from Texas. He's new to the organization. What you say, he throws a lot of different things on the plate. Any of his pitches in the games you get to experience that have stood out?
Yeah, the sweeper is really good. I mean,
Yeah.
every time I call the sweeper, I trust like he throw over there, especially the two seamer too. I mean, he can use his two seamer away in, and he did a really good job with that pitch.
Yeah, it seems like all three of those guys have been really living in the zone through all their starts that I've seen so far this year. Is that everything they're just pounding the strike zone the entire time?
Yeah, I mean, we have like we feel like pretty good right now because they using every pitch and they throwing like really well. I mean, the starter pitchers, they doing a really good job on the season right now. I mean, the game is there. I mean, it's just about. I mean, we did a really good job. The pitcher, especially, like they're throwing a lot of strikes, and that's what we need right now.
Was there anybody else, all those guys that you're throwing with now in Charlotte, is there anybody that it's with the White Sox maybe right now or even in Birmingham that was impressive to you in spring training this season?
I would say Don. Yeah, I don't catch him too much in spring training because spring training is a lot of pitchers. But first time I catch him here in the IBP, I saw his pitches, I saw his changeup. He's kind of like split. He's really nasty, bro. He's really good, and he surprised me a little bit when I catch him. Yeah,
Yeah, nice.
Did you catch Shane Smith at all?
yeah. I catch him a couple times, and I catch a couple IBP in spring training, and I catch in the prospect game is the breakout game. Yeah,
Speaking
he's
of
really good.
speaking of changeup, how is his changeup? And that's been a talk of a lot of White Sox fans so far this season.
I mean, I take his fastball. You can take the changeup, but
Mm.
I take the fastball. His fastball is electric. He's kind of like Noah Schultz. Those guys are so good. I mean, we're gonna be in good spot with those guys in the future for sure.
Yeah, it's a fastball with a lot of ride on it, right? From
Yeah,
Smith. Yeah.
yeah.
What about Davis Martin's changeup? Is that does that one even like fake you out a little bit sometimes?
Yeah, it's weird to catch the changeup on Davis because it's kind of like sinks sometimes, and it's hard. You think it's kind of like because most of the time the changeup is kind of like 83, 84 miles per hour, but his changeup is kind of like 87, 88. It's kind of hard, but it's really good, and he moves a lot. It's kind of like a sinker. It's really good.
Yeah.
Hey, just
Yeah.
wait until they sign a knuckleballer.
I like to catch Davis because he's the guy like he can throw every pitch on the sun too. I mean, he has a really good command, and I like it.
How long does it take you to get comfortable with a new pitcher that you get that comes into the roster?
It's a little bit hard, especially if you don't catch him, you don't catch those guys a lot in spring training. But I mean, soon you can catch him in the so bullpens. You can do a better job with them.
Yeah. Would you say that after kind of, two or three times of catching them, it feels more comfortable to be catching them at that point?
Yeah, exactly. When you catch like 2 or 3 times, yeah, so you know what he's gonna do. Like you know the slider is moving right here, the changeup is moving over there. So his fastball is still on the play, a little bit up, or like you know a little better when you catch like 2 or 3 times the same guy.
Is there something that you're working on behind the plate this year that you think that you need to improve on to continue to progress?
Yeah, I work all my off season on the same spot. It's kind of work on my framing and stuff like that. Spring training, I was talking with Chris Getz and with Paul Janish too about that. Like they want like I be a little more consistent behind the plate, especially my receiving, and that's what I'm working right now.
So, question with the ABS system, do you like it first off?
Yeah, I like it, but right now I don't think if I like it or not because I lose a lot of strikes because guys are calling the IBS.
So do you
But
think it takes away from your ability to frame? Because that is an
Yeah.
important thing. So it kind of negates that a little bit, right?
hmm Yeah, most of the time I win the pitch, but the guy know is the ball and he call it and I lose.
but
But
you
it's
do
okay, I
get
like
some
it.
back, right?
Yeah, yeah, I get some backs too. I mean, it's 50-50. It's kind of like in the middle between. But yeah, I like it.
So what has it been like working in tandem with Kyle Teal now that he's come over from the trade?
It's pretty good, man. I got a good relationship with him. We really good. I mean, we was in the clubhouse every time, like joking stuff like that. We talk a lot, especially in the game. He's sitting behind me most of the time. He's hitting four in the lineup most of the time. So we talk a lot in the game during the game too.
Do you think it's helping both of you grow into better catchers, having another really good catcher there with you, kind of switching off?
Yeah, that worked too because I wanna do my work like good, and he wanna do his job too like good too. I know like so being together is kind of like more is I mean pretty good for us. It's better for us too.
For you, what has it been at the plate so far this season? Obviously, you're always making adjustments. You're always trying to get better. Is there anything that you've really been focused on improving offensively so far to start the year?
Yeah, right now I'm just trying to get like to be on time, especially with my timing because it's hard at the beginning of the season to be with timing. So right now I'm trying to get on time, especially with the fastball because I mean the guys don't throw me a lot of fastball right now, but I'm trying to get on time because fastball always hard to hit. But yeah, I
Yeah.
just working on my timing right now and swing the good
So
pitches.
So if you're not getting as many fastballs, right? I think people know that you hit fastballs well, right? What does that mean for you? Are you trying to get those fastballs early in the count, or are you just being prepared to adjust to the breaking ball more often?
Yeah, it's kind of like everything. It's depend who's pitching. Like it's kind of like game plan and stuff like that. But I mean, every time I be on the box, I usually want to hit the fastball for sure. But yeah, the guys don't try, especially last week. Last week, Jacksonville was throwing me a lot of breaking balls. I mean, I think in the week I saw like just 5 or 7 fastballs in 6 games. It's crazy, but I take it. I mean, it's a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the average has stayed up high. You're still making good contact on it. You're still getting on base, and I think that that's probably the most important thing to start the year off is make sure that you're being consistent offensively.
I mean, every day I just trying to get like I say, swinging good pitches, taking my base on balls. I like to take a base on balls a lot of times, and just swing a good pitches. I'm trying to get to make a good contact too. I mean, that's what I need to do every day.
So you've handled your promotions pretty well, all things considered. Was there a mechanical change that helped you kind of tap into your power a little bit more last year, or do you feel that that was more of something that would have happened naturally anyway?
Yeah, last year I do a couple mechanical change on my swing, especially on my swing and my stance in the backs too. Um, I work with my hitting coach pretty well, and that helped me a lot last year to hit more homers and doubles.
Did you make your? We know we both have noticed that you made your stance a little bit more narrow over time. Was that part of that adjustment to just try to tap into that power more often?
Yeah, it's part of the adjustment. I closed a little bit more my legs. I get a stay. I mean, more like up on my body too, trying to get more my swing more like under.
Yeah.
That helped me. That helped me last year too.
Yeah. Was there a difference you found either at that point when you were changing things or now in what you're working on each side of the plate, or is it kind of just both, even with the different side swing?
Yeah, no, it's I do the same thing on the both sides. It's kind of like similar. I just this year I got a new thing because it was with I'm with Marucci, and they made me in the tombstone stuff, and they say like I have to use different bats for my size.
Hmm.
So for my right size, I use a different bat for my left side because my swing is different.
Hmm,
And I was feeling that before, but I don't know it. So this year I signed with them, and they helped me with that, and that helped me like so far. It's really good.
interesting.
Is it a different weight of bat, or is it just a slightly
Yeah,
different
it's
bat?
it's it's a different weight and long.
Hmm. Huh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So it's been a little while now. You started in single A, and then you got moved to double A. Looking back on it now, how do you feel? Do you feel that it benefited you to go to double A and skip over high A? Or if you had had your personal choice, what would you have done?
It was a big jump. I think it was a hard process too because that year I don't think I was like usually play because I don't feel like pretty good. I don't was good enough. Um, I was a little frustrated, but that helped me on my mentality, so I get more. I feel like better now because that process helped me to be here now in better spot and usually help with my mentally stuff to think about like how I prepare to get on the game, to hit, to call games, stuff like that.
Very cool. And then did spending, so you ended up spending, a second year in double A when you came over to Birmingham, right? What was that jump then at that point for you? Did you feel like you just got more and more comfortable once you came over to the White Sox?
Yeah, at that point I feel like more comfortable because year before I was playing there too. So
Right.
it's kind of like, okay, I know this league now, so I feel better now and I was better too, like in everything.
All right.
Yeah,
So
we'll keep it going.
I've got some questions for you. Starting with when you were younger, did you start off as a catcher?
No. Oh, my first I start playing with 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old. But I officially start playing with 6 or 7. I start playing third base. I should play third base in T-ball. T-ball like two
Okay.
years. And my first years in the it was with 10 years old. I play in the tournament. I start playing third base, but I remember I was a double header game. The catcher, the first catchers, he catch the first game. We don't have a catcher for the second game, so I say, okay, I catch the second game, and I stay the catch. I stay catching like rest of the tournament. I
Hmm.
was the best catcher in the tournament, and I say, okay, I'm a catcher now.
From
Nice.
then on, that was it.
Yeah, it's a fun part. Yeah.
All right. So, who was your favorite player as a kid?
Favorite player in Cuba or here? I mean, because most of the time in Cuba, always say in Cuba. In Cuba, my favorite player, I mean, favorite player of player in Cuba is Julio Gurriel because he's the guy. But my position, my favorite catcher was Ariel Pestano. He was a really good catcher in Cuba. Um, for me, he's one of the best Cuban catcher. And yeah, and here in the big leagues, Yadier Molina, he's my guy, and I always try to be like him. Like I watch a lot of video of him. He's the guy. He's
What
the
Yeah,
are some
man.
of the things? What are
that's
some
a
of the
good
things
guy
that
to
you think
model.
made Yachty really as special as he was? Obviously, one of the best catchers ever, of course.
He's the leader, man. He's the leader. You can see when he's playing, like everybody's respect him. Like everybody's focusing on him because he's in the game. He's calling the game, and the pitchers trust him a lot, and that's what I want too.
Yeah.
Is there a pitcher that you've always wanted to catch?
Ooh, good question. Uh, uh, I would say, can I say whatever pitcher, or I have to say on the organization?
Doesn't matter. Yeah, whoever you've always wanted to, have at least an inning behind the plate for catching.
I don't want to be in trouble. Everybody, I want to catch everybody in the organization. I'm good with that. I catch everybody. I'm good.
That's
Fair enough.
fair.
Is there somebody that you've always wanted to have an at bat against?
Yeah, I want to face Otani.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Hmm.
that's a good one to bite off there. That's some nasty pitches coming in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you good, Elijah, or you got
Yeah,
anything
no, we're
else?
good, man. Is there anything that you feel like you're obviously you're in AAA, you're knocking on the door. Is there anything else that you just kind of want to, you know, feel like you need to get done this season to get yourself to the big leagues and just get ready for that next the big stage?
Yeah, like I say, I just need to be still working on my receiving and my framing,
Okay.
to be more consistent. About hitting, just keep taking good pitches, keep swinging good pitches, and keep making a good contacts.
Awesome, man. Well, we're excited to see you keep going, keep crushing it as always. It's been a good start to the season, and then things are looking up hopefully for the Knights in the near future here.
Thank you, man. Thank you guys for the invitation. Thank you for
Hey,
everything.
thanks for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, man.